G'day everyone, it's James here from Dark Arts Lockpick. I hope you're all doing well. Put some extensible hacking, but as always, keeping it bloody legal. And yes, my shop's in a bloody mess. I've been flat out working 5 days a week at my work. I'm just doing PCA tonight. And then trying to run the business and everything like that. And it's like gone 12 o'clock at night here, just gone 12 o'clock at night. And I stumbled across this thing about 3D printing keys and found a program that you can actually access on your computer. So I bookmarked it. I just need to find my bookmarks here. I bookmarked it on Brave because I use Brave. I've been putting that. Here we go. So I use Brave for my browsing because it blocks all the traces and trackers and all that bad stuff. Little tip for you. Get Brave. So it's called keychain, where you can literally take the code from a key, put it into the computer, which gives you the type of locks it can actually create a model of. So what it does is it takes your code and it generates a STL file of the key, that your target key. So we're going to actually test this and see how good it is. I found in my collection of locks over the back there somewhere, in the pile of kits that I've got laying there, a Schlage that actually has the key code on it, which is 53582. Right here. And I'm actually going to, and it is a C, C for the style. So the problem with this keychain that I've seen so far is it doesn't do every single type of key. And it doesn't really do ones we come across here very often in Australia. But what really interests me, and if I had a way to decode it, I will try and do one as well. But it does Schlage Classic, 5 and 6 pin. Does Quickset, Best SFIC. I'll put a little thingy up on the side just here. Schlage Primus Classic, Medico Classic, Medico Biaxial, and Master. And the one that kind of got me interested was the Medico Biaxial. So I've got a couple over there. Actually, one of them's in the back of my ute because I had it in a class or presentation I was doing today at my work on physical entry, how to prevent it, cybersecurity, and ways they can help improve their online safety. So we're going to go with the Schlage Classic, and it is a 5 pin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see on the key, I'm trying to bring this over here so you can kind of see what's going on. Please excuse my hair, I haven't had it shaved off on the sides yet. Bring you across this way a little bit. There we go. We'll bring this down so you can see I'm on my laptop here. I'll bring this over here. Alright, so I would put the screen on here, but we're playing around. We're going to see if it works at midnight. So Schlage 5 pin, warding is a C, and you can see here we can select CE, E, E, F, 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 G, H, J, K, L. And here we're going to put in our bitting code, which luckily we got it on our key. Good example of why you don't leave keys sitting around where people can see them to take a photo, or, you know, like these ones here, both these have the actual bitting code. You can get blind codes, again, stamped on keys, in which you just use Instacode Live, where you can actually create, work out what the bitting code is from the key code, stuff like that. But since we actually know the bitting code here, 53582, we can type it into here, 53582, and then we click Generate. And it's going to generate a working key. Here we go, look at that. We have our key just here, so we can download the STL file. and download it as the blind code. Like that. That is downloaded, and I'm going to close this down. And we're going to open up my files to go to downloads. Here it is here. So it looks like that's fine. We can actually bring this up in Automotive Cura. So I'm going to put this across onto... we'll use my Ender 3. I'll turn it on to get that warmed up. Alright, so that's getting warmed up. And we're going to import our file. Which is here. And we're going to lay that down. Let's rotate. Lay flat. There we go. Now, I'm going to zoom in. No. I want to make sure let's have a look from the top. It should be okay. Looks okay. Well, we find out when we print it, won't we? So let's quickly have a look at these settings here. I'm going to change the infill to 10%. Might as well. Okay. That's looking good. That's looking good. No build adhesion on. Alright, let's slice it. $11 minutes it reckons. It's going to use 1 gram of plastic. So let me grab my disc. So well, USB. So you're seeing this in real time. I'm going to plug my little Doohickey into here. And save to removable. Let's eject. Alright, let's close this down so we're not going to need it. On Discord, I forgot about that. On there chatting. Right. Let me pause this, we'll go over to the printer. Alright, apologise for the mess. Lighting down here isn't the best. My tripod's all the way up the other end. So, bed's warmed up. And the only reason why I paused the video was just so that I could actually charge my phone up a bit because it was about to go really flat. So card's been inserted back in. We're going to go here and select from TF. I'll print from TF. That is our G code for the top just here. And now that this is heating up, we're going to print hopefully in the centre here somewhere. And I'm actually using the glass bed now. I was using I thought I still had it here somewhere. I think I got rid of it. I was using the other bed. I can't think of what it's called now. The flexi one. But it started to get to the point where it wasn't printing on it quite nicely. Kind of like my Adventure 3C. The bed on this one, I think I'm going to have to buy a new bed, because this one's kind of wearing out a bit. Got nice grippy section here, but this is just smooth and worn, and yeah, I think I'm up for a new one. So I might jump online and see if I can get one. So I mean, I use this quite a bit. This is what I use for printing all of the followers and all the smaller stuff. Bigger stuff all gets done on my Ender 3, which we have plenty of stuff in stock. If anyone's interested, we have kick holders and whistles. I haven't got them up on the website, I don't think yet. I have to have a look. Repinning followers, cases, follower sets, and these beautiful, sexy red copper silk PLA. And for those of you that like it, they've got some gold PLA as well. Not to mention our gorgeous Iron Man pinning trays. And other pinning trays and all the other 3D printed stuff in there. Don't forget the Viking Slim Jim bands. They're Pocket Reapers. We've got our Tinker bracelets. They're available. Hacking devices. I need to really get a better organisation part for this. And lots of other cool stuff. So, anyway, has this heated up yet? It's close, getting there. Bed's at 60 degrees. I'm using this at 215 degrees for the extruder. I'm actually just using red filament at the moment. I got to order a new one of them. I'm nearly out of red. Yeah, I'll really have to get around to that. So it's going to take 11 minutes to print. So I might as well stop this for the time being. Let it print for 11 minutes. We might pop in and check in on it as it's printing. But anyway, we'll come back to it soon. Alright, starting the print. Let's hope my bed is level enough. It's not going to lift up. See, it's printing. So it's kind of interesting. Alright, we'll come back soon and we'll see. Alright, how we looking? It is beginning to look a bit like a key. So it's going to be interesting because keys have to be very specific when they are cut. The depths have to be perfect. If you're off too much, the key's not going to work. I know, part of what I do is I cut a lot of keys. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how this goes. But we're nearly there. 77%, 78% done. So not too much longer and we'll be able to test this out. Alright, except for my finger in the way. Looks like we are done. So let's see if we can... That build plate's still really hot. And usually we have to wait for it to cool down in order for prints to come off, so I might let that sit for a minute, but that actually doesn't look too bad. So we'll let it sit, we'll let the build plate cool, and we'll pull it off and have a look. Alright, so I've got the key here. Now, there is a little bit of flashing that you need to remove, because on one of the sides of the keys it prints a little piece which you have to remove. That's just a little support, and it literally takes like a second to remove it. So you just remove that piece down on the bottom of the key here that gives us that little slant across here. You remove that out. So now we have that slant down that side of the key. Now, it didn't come out too bad really. For a 3D printed key, I mean, let's look at the original. Now this, yeah. So we've got the original key here. And the printed key above it. Don't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. They look pretty. Put these together like this and we'll have a look. Doesn't look too bad. We'll see. So we've got the kick here. Got our original key. Goes in. Works nice and smooth. Now we'll take our printed key. First test is to see if it fits in. Kind of fits in. Come on, there we go. Key fits. Goes in. Oh, doesn't want to turn. Oh, wait up. Quite stiff, but there we go. So let's actually go back. Try to be very, very careful here. Remove the key. So again, let's insert the key. Like that. We very carefully and gently turn it like that. Now, is it the best option out there? I mean, it's very easy to break this off in your lock if you're not careful. It is plastic and it is very, very thin. So you know there is a chance you can break this off in the lock. Is it a weakness when it comes to security? Well, yeah, if we can see the code for the key, or we can actually decode the key, you know, we can print one. It is a weakness. It is the same as actually cutting a key to code. Now, if I was to have a choice between 3D printing a key to code or actually cutting a key to code with a key machine onto a real key, I'd go duplicate onto the real key straight away, because I know I can use it continuously over and over again, whereas this is very limited. But showing people that there is a weakness and that a 3D printed key can open a lock and can be used. If you only got 11 minutes and you're out in the field, I mean, you're not going to a downside. You need a 3D printer that can be taken with you. You need to be able to power 3D printer. So that has a drawback. Whereas a key machine, I have one in the back of my car all the time. That's just duplicated though. But I also have the Lishy cutters. I can cut a key in the field pretty good with one of them. But I can also have key machines here. So, you know, it's depends. But to demonstrate the power of a 3D printer and the fact that it is a legitimate, you know, you can 3D print a working key to a lock, you know, it's valid. Let us know in the comments down below what you think, because I'd say it's pretty valid. But it's still pretty bloody cool, I have to admit, to be able to 3D print a key. I actually kind of dig this. So, there we go. Let us know in the comments below what you think. 3D printed keys. Weakness, vulnerability, possible. If I could print in metal, it would be alright. But, you know, we'll take it up the next step. If I can get somebody to decode or if I can find a way to decode the biaxial Medicos I've got, it'd be interesting to see if we can 3D print one of those keys. And see how it goes. But let us know in the comments below what you think. I think it's pretty bloody cool that I can 3D print a key. Now I'm going to keep this one on me just to show you some people tomorrow when I go into work. Hopefully I don't break it before then. I can just print another one because I've got it on file. I can print over and over and over again. You know, but anyway, let us know in the comments down below. If you'd like to see, hit that thumbs up, because I bet you bloody haven't already. But if you do, really do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, which is right in the middle somewhere. Well, on the video it is usually, but down the bottom here somewhere is the subscribe button, if I can speak properly. Hit that one and the notification bell. Stay up to date As soon as I upload a video, you'll be one of the first to know, and I will be doing plenty more giveaways to come. Might even give away some plastic 3D printed keys if people want. But anyway, till next time, keep it legal. If you got a printer, have a go. If you want the program to use, send me an email, I can send you the link. And till next time, cheers guys.